All right, what is good, guys? Welcome to day two of Premiere Pro. So today we're gonna go over the transform tab. We're gonna go over the basic video effects on stuff that I would personally use for this. Um, and wow, where's our previous project that we worked on? Just wanna double check. Yeah, I have everything here. Should be this. Anyways, I'm opening up my project. We have our project file here. Let me just turn off the music real quick because we don't need to hear it as of right now. We got our clips in, we imported. I showed you guys bins. I showed you a little bit about this. Now let's get into our video effects. So to get into your video effects, make sure that you select um, your clip that you want to do, and make sure you have your effects controls panel open. Then from here, it's literally the exact same process as CapCut DaVinci Resolve. You can move your position. That will move your the first number is your X, the next number is your Y. To reset it, you would go ahead and press reset parameter. Pretty self-explanatory. Scale in. You can drag it to the right. That'll increase it. Drag it to the left. It'll decrease it. Do that. Uniform scale. I don't usually touch this at all, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. So I would keep it on uniform scale. Rotation. This is rotates it. Anchor point, I don't technically use this, so I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah. And then anti-flicker filter, I have no clue what that is. I've never used it ever in my life. Crop left or right, that will crop your video towards the left or the right. And then, yeah, bottom. Then we have our opacity. So this is where you can actually create your masks. And masks are going to get very We'll get into masks later, but for the most part, they're going to be very crucial to getting you some advanced techniques, some advanced sort of, we're going to be able to make a lot of advanced, like video editing effects with this. So I probably won't go over it. I'll probably do a whole video on masking just because I think that it needs its own because you can mask on, your video, you can mask on any of these video effects that you have here, um, and whatnot. So we'll get into that and some of the uses that I personally use for the masks. And then last, down here we have time remapping. So you can go in here, you can change the time, but me personally, the way that I would speed ramp is I would actually go through the clip. We'll have a whole nother video on that as well. So don't feel too bad. What I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna add my classic zoom in, zoom out, quick zoom, and then also I will add the stabilization for the videos because these are some of the things that I personally would do first before I even start. Um, but yeah, so looking at this one needs some stabilization. So to get to your stabilization fact, so there's a difference between effect controls and effects. Effects is where you can find all your preset or all of the already embedded effects into Premiere Pro. Effects controls is where you control the effects that you use. So for this, we're going to use the stabilization. So it's actually called Warp Stabilizer. So you can go ahead and you can search for it. So wait, Warp Stabilizer, go ahead and drag it onto your clip. And then as you see down here, it shows up and it's already analyzing the clip. So we have that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll watch this. And it looks like it did a pretty decent job stabilizing the clip. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep that. If you wanted the no motion, like basically just a standstill shot, all you're gonna do is go here and press no motion. Well, we're not gonna do that because to screw it up. Now, sometimes you'll notice that you'll kind of get like a warping of the video. The only thing that you have to do there is actually change from subspace to position scale and rotation, and that should fix it up slightly. Yeah, we have our stabilization here, so we're not gonna add any video effects. This one, pretty sure we're just gonna add our zoom in. So yeah. I'm actually going to turn this sound back on to notice if we have any, what do you call it? Like very key beats. Okay, so fourth one. So we'll just add a zoom in. So this right here, this sort of time ticker, this is where you can keyframe, and you can keyframe all these. or you can keyframe them, or you can keyframe each individual thing here. We're just going to do scale. We're not going to use position because I don't need to use position for this. But if you wanted to scale if you wanted to keyframe your scale and position, you would just scale both of them. And then right here, this is where you actually get to see all your all the different frames in this video. And these right here, these are going to be your keyframes. So it makes it very easy to sort of see where you keyframed your video or not, and then where to adjust it as well. So for this one, like I said, we're not going to use the keyframing for the position, just the scale. So if you want to turn it off, you just toggle this off. So yeah, and then we'll go to the end of the clip, and we'll just increase this by 5. This one is a very key beat, so we'll go ahead and add the quick zoom in. So I'll scale it in, and then I'll do 3 frames ahead, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do 1, 1, 10, and then from there we will get into 115. Oops, to get the rest of it. Then here we have this clip needs to be rotated. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rotate this -90 degrees. It'll rotate it perfectly. And I believe this clip needs stabilization. Yes, it does. So we'll go ahead and use warp stabilizer, and it'll analyze it automatically. And that should give us a good clip. Then we'll go to the next clip. This one also needs to be rotated -90 degrees. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll scale this accordingly. 1, 2, 3. This one also needs to be rotated -90 degrees. So is this one. I won't add it here. I'll add it for the next one. Added our zooms. This one needs to be rotated. Now I think we'll add our zoom outs. So again, to add our zoom outs, we're going to go ahead and increase the scale of our video first before we add the zoom out, because we don't want to scale it at 100% scale and then scale down to like 95, because then you're going to get these black borders. So we're going to increase the scale first, 105, and then we'll reset it. This one needs warp stabilizer, but it needs the no motion one. So we'll do that, and I think I'll do a quick zoom out. One, two, three. We'll go to okay. And then I think I'm going to also change the fade effect that we have here. Here we go. And then for this one, we'll just add our zoom. All right, let's look at our video. There we go. And that is the transform tab as well as stabilization. So it's very easy. Um, Nothing really much to do here. And yeah, so that'll wrap up this video. Very easy, very simple. Um, yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see you guys in the next one.